Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James, where I do what I want, when I want, and today I want to get into astrology. More specifically, my Rising Sign series. Now, my Rising Sign series is near and dear to my heart because for me, I personally believe and feel that I've been taught to come to know that the rising sign is the most critical point in our chart. It is who we are, it is how our lives are navigated and where we end up, who we attract, our careers and our love life, and just how people see us. And whether we want it that way or not, it is literally the place we end up in life. It's how we attract, it's who we attract, it's the households that we grow up in, it's the job we find ourselves in. Whether we put effort in or not, it just is the way it is. And so whenever I'm at a party, whenever I am talking to people, you know, without doing a birth chart or anything, I always ask, what's your rising sign? I don't ask your sun sign, I don't ask your moon sign, like that comes later. But if I really want to know where this person is going in life and where this person has been, and like, if I ask them their rising sign. So let's get into it. Today we're getting into Taurus. Taurus is the dependable, beautiful, luxurious, greedy, not greedy in a bad sense, but how do you say, hungry sign of the zodiac. This is the comfortable sign, the dependable sign of the zodiac, the sign that loves money and luxury and comfort. And this is going to be how people see you. People are going to see you with those things in mind. They are going to, with Taurus in your first house, you are going to show up as someone who's probably very dependable to your friends, your family, in your career. You are someone that people lean on for support or come to for stability in one way, shape, or form. You are also probably someone who is very good at money and very good at aesthetics as far as like making things comfortable. You know, like you can make things comfortable for people. And yeah, this is like the sister sign of Libra in my opinion, because it's like you both are ruled by Venus, and so this is just a different octave of Venus. Venus is playing out her more down to earth energies in this sign of Taurus. And so let's get into how this plays out in the wheel. So if Taurus is in the first house, you are going to come off as someone who's very beautiful. You're going to be very handsome. You are going to be someone who's very dependable, very just down to earth and stable and even keel. You probably don't rock the boat because you're like a bull. You graze in the grass and you're just very, very centered and grounded and very dependable. People know that they can come to you for whatever. They can come to you for advice, for money, for comfort, you know, and like you provide that sense of comfort that it's tactile, you know, like being around you can be very comfortable. And you can be very beautiful, and you yourself find yourself in places and positions that make you a lot of money, like, or put you in places that can be involved in art or modeling or something that requires Venusian like things, like balancing a checkbook or interior design or cooking or cleaning or art curating or something like that, something very Venusian. So now if you need more like in-depth things of like, go to my Venus through the signs and you'll see where Venus influences a sign, and look up Venus in the first house. That is also what you are. You are a Taurus rising / Venus in the first houser. Now, with moving to the second house is going to have Gemini in it. So with Gemini in the second house, you are going to be someone who, you know, you probably talk a lot about your values. You love to talk about what is important to you. You probably love to talk about your material possessions and what you've been taught from a child or in your mind. And you love to probably talk about your money and how to cultivate money, how to get money. Like you are someone who loves money and loves to talk about it, and you love to talk about the things that you value. You are probably also thinking about how to maintain those things. You think about money and stability. You're thinking like that is always on your mind. You're always thinking about where's the money, how can I get the bag, how do I flip it, reverse it, multiply it. Like you are always thinking about things like that. So yeah, now with your third house being in Cancer, your third house, your you're gonna be someone who's always thinking about like, you probably have, again, this goes back to you showing up as a very dependable person. In your mind, you are someone who is always talking about the emotional nature of things and emotional components to a situation. Like with Cancer in the third house, your mind is very nurturing. When you speak or when you talk, you can heal others, or you just have this way about you when you speak, or that you can heal and you just help and you support. Again, remember, your rising sign tells the story of your entire chart. So if your third house is telling the story, right, and it has Cancer in it, which is a very nurturing, mothering sign, this would make sense as to why people see you as a dependable figure, right? Because when they come to you, what's on your mind? Cancerian-like things. You're thinking about, oh my God, like, how are you feeling today? Do you need anything? Oh, like, well, how did you feel when that happened? Oh, well, I feel this way when that happened. Oh, like, you're very, very just, your mind and the way you think is very just mother-like. You're very supportive. You're very emotionally comforting in your speech and what you think about and what you want to communicate. In your communicative faculties, you're just this way. Yeah, so now with your fourth house being in Leo, you're gonna be someone that really comes alive at home. Like when you are at home, Taurus, you being the comfortable Taurus that you are, you come alive when you're comfortable. When you are in your private life and you're comfortable and you probably are at home watching your Netflix and you've got your throw pillow around you and you've got, steak on the stove and you are at home, you come alive. Like you are the most fun at home because you are the most comfortable at home. You feel like the most yourself, and just in your private life, you come alive. You are probably your mother's favorite, and your mom was probably also someone who at home, she grew up and she probably instilled a lot of confidence in you and wanted you to shine growing up, or she was that way herself. She was probably someone that probably got a lot of attention and gave you a lot of attention in turn. Like she wanted you to speak up and say what's on your mind and keep you comfortable. Like you had a very comfortable mother that put confidence in you and wanted you to be confident with who you were in your home sphere. Like if you were hungry, say you're hungry. If you need something, say you need something. If if you don't feel comfortable, let me know what's going on and I got you. Like she really wanted you to express yourself and be a figure of expressiveness in your home. And so now in your adult life, if you are an adult and you're on your own, you probably still try to emulate that. You are someone who just comes alive at home. And I know that's kind of like oxymoronic because people are like, wait, you don't come alive when you are out at the club? No, hello, it's a Taurus rising. A Taurus rising just wants to be lazy. Hello. See? So like that, again, now do you understand why I always ask for the rising sign? Because again, it tells the story of the entire zodiac. Like I don't even need to know your sun sign, because from there I could just understand whatever your sun sign is. I'll go, so say if you tell me, and I hate to get off on this tangent like this, but it's very helpful. So say in my predictive astrology ways, I'd go, what's your sun sign? And they'd go, oh, I'm a Pisces with a Taurus rising. I'd automatically go, oh, so this person has their sun in the 11th house, so they're gonna be a Taurus rising that really enjoys their friends. They're gonna have spiritual friends and friends that love to be creative. You see how that goes? Like, because their sun is gonna go in the 11th. And so as a Pisces, so you see how now rather than just it being a blanket like, oh, you're a Pisces, okay, you're very emotional. No, I can know what type of Pisces this person is based on their rising sign, because it builds their chart. It sets the tone for the entire chart. And that is why your rising sign is the most important. Now getting into your fifth house of your fun and your creativity and what is fun for you and what's a hobby for you in your dating life is in the very of service sign of Virgo. Again, it's telling the story of why people see you as a dependable figure, because what's fun for you is helping other people out. You love to show up and help and be someone that people come to and say, hey, can you help me hang this picture? Hey, can you help me out with this problem? Can you walk with me to the store and help me bring back these bags? Like, you see, and that's fun for you. What's fun for you is showing up in that way. With Virgo being in your fun house, you just love to serve, you love to give, you love to help out, you love to organize, you love to make a situation that is disorganized, you love to make it organized, because again, what is Taurus? Taurus is the great grounder. You are grounding. So for someone that is probably very unorganized and very just head in the clouds, you ground them. And how do you ground them? You ground them with your very Virgo 5th house. You are someone who is like, look, this is fun for me. Organizing your closet is fun for me. Cooking and cleaning, this is fun for me. Like, let me cook for you. Let me whip up something in your closet for you. Let me show you, like, that's fun for you. And this is why, as a Cancer rising, people see you as dependable, because this is how your chart is set up. Now, your 6th house is going to be in Libra. Libra is going to, again, give you, it's gonna lend its Venusian qualities to a very Virgo now house, which is the 6th house. And so, again, you love to serve, you love to help people out, you just love to, in your day-to-day, show up as a dependable figure and like help people. You just want to help people and be a grounding force for people. And you are also someone in your day-to-day that people come to for balancing, to balance them out, or you balance the tables. Or if someone was in an argument, you would love to be the one to go, well, I see your side and I see your side, but this is how it is, right? It's like, that's how you are. You are a very grounding force for people. And when Libra is in the 6th house, it just adds to the story of why people see you the way that they see you. Now, with your 7th house being in Scorpio. Okay, so now, I did a 7th house video, and I love the 7th house because, again, it shows the people that we attract in the businesses and the business contracts that we sign, and what these things will do for us and how we attract them. Now, with you being very even keeled, there is no way that with your roots in the ground, Taurus rising, you don't like change. You're not someone who likes change or seeks out change. If it were up to you, you would have it be the way that it is. If it's working, you don't want to break it. It's like this, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You believe in that philosophy. It's like, if this is working for me, if my life is fine and everything, why do I need to seek better horizons? Why do I need to see what's on the other side? I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Like, everything's fine in my pasture of grass. My pasture of grass is fine. I don't care what others are doing. Mine is fine, right? Now, with Scorpio in the 7th house, you are always going to attract people who come and force you to grow. Because for them in their life, Scorpio is the great destructor, right? It is the great transformer. Scorpio, the people that you attract, whether it be your lovers or in your business, force you out of your metaphorical shell or out of your metaphorical rut. Even though you don't think it's a rut, it forces you to change and evolve and think differently and think beyond the pasture of grass you're in. And it's a challenge because so say you attract a Scorpio, right? This Scorpio is gonna come in, and although they're gonna be deep and they're going to be very sexual and very tactile, they are going to transform your life. They are going to come in and say, all this comfort, let's get out of it. Take this out, take this out, take this out, and we're gonna move here, we're gonna go there, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. And it's gonna force you to transform. It's gonna force you to change your life. It's gonna force you, so whenever you get in a relationship, whenever you get in a business partnership, it transforms your life. It transforms the even keelness that you are. And of course, the waters will settle, but when these things happen, there's a great transformation that happens in your life. Like, they will either be transforming in their lives, you will either be transforming in your life, or be upon a transformation, or when they come in, your life changes. Scorpio is transformations and it's destruction. And so yeah, it'll have that thing whenever you attract. Whenever you attract people, people just change you. And not people, I mean your lovers and your business contracts, they change you for the better, hopefully. Most likely, I know that it changes you for the better. Anything in the universe changes things for the better. It's never a hopefully matter. It always changes you for the better because we learn lessons from it and so on and so forth. Now, with your 8th house in Sagittarius, you are going to be someone who is very abundant when it comes to possibly getting other people's resources and sex. Like, you are someone who is you love to be intimate with others. Like, and it's kind of paradoxical and oxymoronic because with Sagittarius, you like freedom. And so, but with Jupiter there, lending its Jupiterian quality, it's still going to expand that house. And this is the house of intimacy and other people's resources. So you are probably going to be someone who probably gains an inheritance in your life in one way or another. Or you are someone who when you do link with people, this is why you are so comfortable, because Jupiter highlights this area. You just feel so good to others. Because your intimacy sector, you know how to bond. You really know how to bond with people, and people just love you. Like, I don't know, it's something about it. Like, and I'm speaking from experience because I'm a Pisces and Taurus love my black ass, and I'm honestly speaking from experience because any Taurus placements, especially like Taurus rising or Taurus sun, for some reason or another, they just feel good. I don't know what that means. We don't even have to be doing anything. They just feel good. I don't know what and that's probably coming from their 9th house in Sagittarius, or them just being dependable. I don't know what it is, but it just feels that way. And so people, and I know I'm not alone when I say that, is that with Jupiter or Sagittarius being in your 8th house, you are going to be someone that bonds very easily with people, and you're very lucky in that area of bonding with people. And this again shows why people love to depend on you, because you're just very good at being dependable. People come to you for those things and those feelings. So yeah. Now, with Capricorn in your 9th house, you are going to be someone who's probably very successful at philosophy, very successful in your college career. In your college career, you're probably going to be someone who probably went to an Ivy League school or a very good school, or just like in your scholastics or in your academics, you're going to be someone who is very, very successful in your academics. You're probably a straight A student. You are probably someone who, ew, I got that. But yeah, you're probably somebody that like is very good with academics. Like, growing up, you got straight A's. You probably travel a lot. You're well traveled. It is probably, just because you got straight A's though doesn't make it any less hard. It takes a lot of hard work for you. Like, it's a grind for you in that area. And you do notice though that when you do grind and you put up with the hard work, you get good results, And with a Taurus, with a steadfast Taurus, you don't mind that hard work. You don't mind the years and the grind and the grit it's gonna take to get that result, Like, you will put up with it, but that's Capricorn in the 9th. Like, it's gonna take hard work, but you will be successful at it. Wherever Capricorn is, it indicates hard work equals success. That's all it means. So now, moving on to your 10th house. Your 10th house is gonna be Aquarius. So with Aquarius in your 10th house, you are gonna be someone who will find themselves, depending on where your midheaven is, but again, if your midheaven is in Aquarius, you are going to be someone who's going to be a part of a large group. You are going to be a part of a large organization, a technologically driven organization, or an organization that is bringing something to the table to humanity that changes them for the better. You are going to be someone who, in your career, you are going to be someone who probably stands out a little bit. Like, yes, you are a part of a group, but you yourself want to establish that although I am a part of this group, I bring this unique thing to the table. I bring this innovative, unique idea to the table, and like, you are going to be very, very innovative. You're going to be very, very smart, very Just, yeah. Or, and this could manifest in either way, because with Uranus ruling this house, you are going to be someone who may show up as very strange in your career. You are going to be someone that people can't really access, and like you show yourself when you show yourself. But what I do know is that you are going to be very innovative in your career, and your career is going to require you to be very cutting edge, and just cutting edge for the sake of bringing something to the world at large that betters humanity. Yeah. Now with Pisces in your 11th, again, you're gonna have friends, and you are gonna be someone that maybe is very creative. Like, you have very creative friends, and you are gonna have friends that are very creative. And in your wishes and in your dreams, you're probably gonna be someone that wishes that, you know, later on in life, like once you cultivate all the money and the resources, and you got the zeros in your bank account just right how you want it, you are going to be someone who would love to probably do art. You're going to be like, you know what, when all is said and done, at the end of my life, or when I get everything done, I want to sit back and I just want to create. I want to create. I want to have friends that create, and I want to be in a creative aura. I want to be someone that just is creating. And it could be in the arts, it could be spirituality, it could be cinema, it could be anything like that. But that is a big dream and a hope and a wish of yours in your life, and you will probably achieve that after you get done being innovative in your career, you know, because it all tells a story. Once you get done doing all the innovation and all the things in your career and you retire, you will then be given the access to be creative, because this is the house of your gain. You probably will gain money through being innovative. There you go. Now, with your 12th house in Aries, you are going to be someone who, you know, with your spirituality and what's probably lost on you. Yeah, what's being lost on you is that for you to show up in the world and be aggressive and probably go after things as quickly as they could, that's lost on you. Because again, with Taurus rising, you sit back. You know, you're gonna do it, but you do it in your own time. You do things in your own time, and you will get there. And you don't, the quickness and the pace in which things happen and unfold for you are at a different pace than others, and you are okay with this pace. You are very slow. I remember being involved with a Taurus, and I knew this Taurus had a crush on me, right? Like, all the Tauruses I had, I knew that they had a crush on me. But the speed in which I felt things should have been going and progressing is far lost on a Taurus, because that speed, that Aries-like quickness, and that go-get-itness, that charge, that Mars, is lost on a Taurus rising. It's lost. It's like, why are we rushing? Why can't we just build this foundation? Why can't we just be friends and hang out, and yeah, we'll make out, and like, but let's just, you see, that's Taurus. Taurus is, it's why rush? What are we gonna rush for? We've got all the time in the world. Whereas other people are like, no, we gotta go. Like, time's a ticking. Like, what's up? You like me or not? Do you like me or not? Come on, let's go. I don't have time to like run around the pastures and the grass with you. I need to know where your head is at. But that's lost on an Aries. I mean, that's lost on a Taurus. That's lost on a Taurus rising. With Aries in the 12th house, that aggression, that boldness, that, you know, that barging through the doors and claiming what's yours-ness is lost on you, because 12th house is that drawer in your home that is at the bottom of the cabinets that you never go into. And with Aries in there, this means that your brashness, your aggressiveness, your go-get-itness is in that drawer. You don't really unpack it. It's just there. It's collecting dust with all the mail and the letters that you don't open and all the knickknacks that you collect. It's in that drawer. You don't, that's the 12th house. It's like, and Aries is in that 12th house for you. And so for you, it's like, it's there. It's not like you can't do it. It's just that it's under all that pile of stuff. I'd rather not. I'd rather just sit here and be comfortable, you know? So that is my Taurus rising in-depth analysis. I hope that you really got some clarity or found something that ring true for you with this Taurus rising video. Remember that I do career readings, birth chart readings, love and destiny readings, career readings, Any reading you can imagine, I can do it, and I'm sure that the stars have a message and a solution for you, and I would love to relay the message. Y'all have a great day out there, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Y'all have a great day. Bye.